key to manifest fast. There's a key, yeah, the hidden key. We've tried it ourselves many a times, and we've learned that this is the fastest way, besides the fact that there's research to back up what we're going to share with you today, as well as Neville Goddard. By the way, I have this beauty that we're going to go over. Remember, on Friday, we're going to talk about Neville. And those books are the greatest books ever written. And eventually I will get the next one out called Out of This World, because it's the next shortest one, because all the others are so long. But anyway, we're going to share with you the key to manifest fast based on scientific research, neuroimaging, the works of Neville Goddard, Abdullah, Joseph Murphy, and Joe Dispenza, as well as ourselves. So
Yes. You know,
that means, go ahead.
like to say, I want to mention we always manifest, but most of the time you manifest the thing you don't want. So because you spend a long time, you're not aware of it, you know. So unconscious been on autopilot, and you keep manifest the thing you don't want, you know. And example, if you can manifest multiple things, a lot of bad thing at the same time, you can manifest good thing at the same time. You know, you just have to put your awareness and your focus. It will become easy. Like if you've been spend a long time by the state of, you don't feel worthy to receive, you don't feel qualified for a job, for a position, anything, you feel you embody, that's the state you embody. You embody that state, that's your identity. And that's why any move you make can be the same thing, because you keep manifesting over and over, that's life, that's life. So, and also if you can focus on the thing you really want, so you're able to manifest amazing stuff in your life, amazing good stuff. If you embody the state that you really want, you just a reverse, just a reverse. And also, most people try to do the action, make something happen, do some action, and after they fail it, but actually it's not good. It's not good. Actually, you have to become it first. You have to feel it first,
As I
and
spent
after you're gonna be
probably,
react.
yeah, so I just want to say from my own experience, I know it to be true because I spent uh, at least a year robotically affirming with no emotions, and I got nowhere because I was following the advice of some other coaches. This has been part of my learning journey, and I have documented everything along the way. And for me, based on, like I said, scientific research, that alone will tell you that, because I was just talking to Pierre about this, that if you accompany an extreme emotional state, let's say either way, extreme excitement with receiving unexpected large sum of money, or uh, fear with someone hitting you, and you relive that moment, the fear-based assault over and over again, you're gonna, unfortunately for me, I kept reliving and reliving experiences where I was being abused. Okay. So once I changed, this is where, like Pierce said, and Neville said, nothing to change but self. Once you change your self concept, that no, I did revise a lot of those incidences if they came to my mind, which I know some people say, oh, I don't want to relive it. Well, okay, but it is better to change it to something positive. Oh, no, this is what actually happened. That person was so loving to me, because, as well as forgive the individual as yourself, because I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't aware that I was creating my own reality and recreating the same circumstances in my life, because I was ignorant. Now I was ignorant to the law, but now I'm not. Plus, the scientific research has shown that when you have an emotion with an imaginary scene, the brain doesn't know the difference between that and reality. Hi, Adriana. How are you? Welcome. So if you now take it with something positive, because they call these flashbulb memories, or is what they're called, and you create something it could be fake. Oh, I just won the lottery jackpot. Hello, I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I now have 10, 15, 100 million, whatever dollars in my bank account. And and easy money's so easy for me to come by. It chases me. It loves me, because I can help others with it, or, because intention is really important too. And I like to talk about intentions. So that now I've created a positive flashbulb memory, and the brain doesn't know the difference. So it's better to create and relive and invest in yourself with positive and high emotional, positive emotional memories than it is to relive a bad memory. Hi, Empress. Hi. We decided to go live.
Yeah,
How are
yeah,
you? Thank you for the video.
yeah.
So what do you think? What I just said robotic affirmations don't work unless you're using emotion. So that's what I've been doing lately is robotically affirming with emotion and breathing to see what materializes, because I'm assuming it's already done anyway. I'm not looking for it. I'm not going to come from a state of lack. I'd love to do some of these challenges with other people. I would like to get your input, Pierre, on when you used a highly excited feeling or vibrational state, which means emotion, with something that was positive. How did that work for you?
Okay, so from my own experience, I can share,
How to manifest fast. Go ahead.
I can share
Sorry.
like for money, right? When I manifest money, right? And I just embody that state. I remember one day after when I was thinking I lose my job and I need money to pay a bill, right? And I was embody that state. I just visualize myself have the money and be grateful for it. I spent a long time focused on gratitude because I was received that money, a long period of time, like probably a week. And I was playing and one day I was playing basketball. And one of my friends called me and said, "Hey, I need some help to do this, and I will pay you." And actually, that's the way I received the money. I helped him, and I got the money. And because I embody that state so much, because I feel it is already done. Because the memory from the past, from the lack, I don't feel the lack anymore. It's gone. I just embody the state of abundance, and I don't care about it anymore because I feel it's already true already. I feel it. I got so much enthusiasm, and stuff happen. Thing happen. I just collapse space and time and to make it happen. And also something I do all the time when I do silence meditation, when I observe myself, I say I got all those thoughts is emotion. I said, damn, I'm not my emotion, I'm not my thought. I'm just an observer, I'm just pure consciousness. So I got access to select thing I want to choose, the identity I want to be. So I just select the stuff I really want to be and see in in my life. But sometimes the old self and that old programming come and tell you that's a lie. That's why when people do robotic affirmation, your mind, because the mind sends the electric signal, all right? But the heart is the electromagnetic field, the emotion is the electromagnetic field. So the mind is not aligned with the body. So eventually you say, oh, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. But there's no in the body, hey, you poor. Stop lying to yourself. And you don't feel it to be real. Why? Because you're not aligned with it. And that's why, like, example, everybody uses cell phone. Everybody uses cell phone. Sometimes I forget my password. I don't remember mentally, but but my body know it. The moment I touch the screen, it come natural, but I don't remember anything. But my body have the memory such a boom. Like the memory of the body, the best way to, destroy that old memory is replaced with a new emotion right now. You have to embody. That's why you have to embody it. And that's the moment, like example, like for my little brother, right? He was extremely lazy. And I tell him just embody it, just be it, just become it. And you have no choice to react, move. Like example, right? If somebody says something, right? I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, but actually they feel poor. And your emotion means an emotion. So how you gonna be react in poor? Yes, you say it, but actually, the way you feel, that's the way you're gonna react. Simple. Not the way you think, it's the way you feel you react.
Especially if a bill comes up,
So actually gonna react.
and
But
even worse, an unexpected bill.
yes, and that's the way it happened, right? Yeah, the body, you know,
That's right.
um, yes, that's true. That's true. That's a big true, right? And that's why it's very important to embody the state. When you embody it, you have a new personality. You act so different. People say you change, you act different. You still have a different lens of reality. You see possibility no matter what, because you have those new memory. You see life in different lanes. You know, um, that's why it's extremely important to embody the state that you really want. Like I know some people they do about affirmation, but some people is working for them because they have no resistance. Like example, back in the day, I used to manifest something and I get back to my old self and I lose it. And I get back in that same reality again.
Me
Or
too.
also I
Me
was
too.
overworked myself,
Me too.
working. And I got that lots of money and something expected, not unexpected, like
Me
something
too.
happened. And I got that same track again.
Me
Easily.
too.
Why? Within. Because
Self-concept's important. I did the same thing. The same thing
extremely,
happened to me. It is.
extremely
I got
important.
a check for like 12 grand and I blew it in maybe 1 or 2 months because I had to remodel my whole house. The money was gone fast. So
You know,
yeah, if you don't have that self-concept to fall back on, yeah, you'll manifest the money, like I say, but you're not gonna replace the money. You want it to continuously come in. That's why, and I was not. That is when at this time is when I was robotically affirming because I'm not going to say a person's name, but this coach was doing all kinds of challenges and saying all you have to do is robotically affirm to rewrite the script in your mind, which does help. Repetition is key, but emotion is very important. Like Neville said, the feeling is the secret. And now we have Joe Dispenza's work as along with a lot of other scientific research because I teach it. I teach all about the brain and the mind and the body and this and that. So I know that yes, having emotion makes a huge difference. That's why I tell people at the very least walk around in a state because it's going to happen in the path of least resistance, and you have no idea, you can't fathom the path that it's going to occur. You got to just assume it's done. That's your job, to assume it's done and to feel that it's done, even if it's a feeling of relief. And please be in a positive high vibe state, such as gratitude if you're looking for abundance, love if you're looking for love, wholeness if you're looking for health and healing. Change yourself. Yes, ma'am. Help me figure out my wife's mind. Okay. You know what though? You can mediate people to other people. You can mediate God to other people. Excuse me. I do it all the time. I've
uh,
manifested. I can manifest for others like that. No resistance. And
yeah, so
I'm
so
talking
so so
health,
so so he need
wealth.
help to see what's going on is my his wife mouth, right? Like what's going on?
Change your self concept. Okay, help me figure out my wife's mind. I don't know, Ambrose. Can you clarify?
But I think like it's better like to observe yourself. You should observe yourself because everything's a reflection. To observe yourself, you're gonna see what's going on in your within first, within.
We've been together 10 years and man, we had a fight this morning and it was crazy. Oh man. Okay, so if that was me, uh, Pierre and I talk about these kinds of issues because we both come from backgrounds where there was a lot of toxicity and abuse. So if I would have known back then, if I could go back and tell myself what I need to do, this was what I would do. Embrace and embody a state of peace. Yeah, there she read my mind. There you go. Empress is phenomenal. You gotta
Go
see
within,
yourself.
go
Go
within
ahead.
because probably like because probably have some like Carl Jung. I was studying Carl Jung for a long time ago.
Yes, me too.
He have the Alchemist, how about the Red Book? I was reading the Red Book. You have so much unconscious memory. So sometimes it can be some shadow from yourself, from within. So you don't know about it. You're not aware about it, and you start to reflect from other people. And that's why I never say you have to change self. Actually, you have to change yourself. See yourself in different personality. See yourself at peace and become peace. And because the world is a mirror. I know people been to different relationships, the same thing keep happening, keep happening, keep happening, keep happening, keep happening. They say why? They say why? The reason why, because sometimes you have your self concept, the way you see yourself. But the best way, okay, I know all those things happen, but the solution you can do for yourself is see yourself at peace. See, okay, focus on the thing you really want. You know you don't want all those things, but actually, what do you want? The best thing I know all those things, right? But actually, what do you want? What do you really want? You want to have a successful marriage, everything gonna be perfect. So actually, I know you like example, right? People know all the time what they don't want. That's good because you know what you don't want to experience. So right now you can focus on things you can really want to experience in life. It's very simple. I want to feel feeling yourself with her like. Oh yeah,
Well,
I will tell you
she's
something. Like change yourself, right?
I was just gonna
Change
say that. He
yourself.
took the words out of my mouth. I'd work on my self-concept.
Change yourself. Everything starts to all those things. That's the thing you don't put your awareness on it anymore. You know already that's the thing you don't want. But
Burn
right now,
that.
focus on the thing you really want right now. And guess what? If you keep focused on the thing you will want, they will keep more and more and more and more and more and more and more again, 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 again.
Yes, because what has your attention grows. It magnifies.
You know,
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Ambrose.
you
So
know,
yeah, I personally would work on my self-concept and don't put your attention because what has your attention has your life and what it also will grow and magnify. So you have to create a different neurological pathway within yourself so that she reflects that. Yeah, we're here to help you. Thank you, Empress. Yeah, we've been down these roads, that's for sure. I wish I knew this when I was a child. I
that
would
that
have
that that
definitely.
that, that, that that's apart from people, right? That's why some people tell. I mean, the reason why I tell everybody, the stuff you don't want to experience. So right now, focus on stuff you really want right now. And someone that, oh, I don't understand. I really understand you.
I bet it is. I can imagine. I know I work about that myself. So you have listen, the research has shown though, if you just okay, if at the very least walk in a positive state of, because the
And
research
for
has shown. Go ahead.
you can try, you can try.
Okay, even the scientific research has shown that even if you just walk around in a positive mental state, emotional state, meaning happiness, gratitude, peace, harmony, kindness, just positive emotional state, that results will follow. The science has proven it. Not only that, it's really good for your mind, body, and soul. So, and if it's hard to do, uh, listen to some upbeat music and put yourself in a good mood. The more that, because the more that you put your attention and your awareness on it, you're going to keep repeating it. That's what I was saying at the beginning of this live. That's what happened to me. I kept getting in, reliving the same experience because I kept reflecting on it. It was a flashbulb memory. A flashbulb memory is a memory that is accompanied, basically a memory accompanied with severe and heightened emotion, whether it's positive or negative. Create a positive one. You're always ahead of your evidence. Just like the thought preceded the man going to the moon, the thought's going to precede what happens out here, because this is a dead neutral world. And it all stems from you. You are the operant power. You are the creative one. Okay? Yes, it's true though. It is. I'm telling you. Trust me, I know. I had to change because we tend to, we're humans and we tend to base our emotions off of what we're experiencing, and you have to do the opposite. You have to create the positive emotion inside you, however way you got to do it, and the results are going to follow. So, for instance, like I was saying, my dad was kind. When my grandmother died, he sold her property, and I didn't even know. He just mailed me a check. I didn't know it was coming. He didn't tell me. This is back when cell phones weren't a thing. And he was a man that never got on a phone, honestly. He just sent me a check for $8,000. And I should have always focused on that instead of the lack. I should have said, oh my God, people always give me money. I always get things for free. Money always comes to me out of the blue. Trust me, if you do that, because I've had to change, I've had anxiety with money as well as people. And if you change what this in here, it's going to reflect out here.
Because everything start with 10 first. Everything
Yes,
start with
right.
10.
Always.
The outside was a reflection. If you change yourself, if you change your focus, everything will start to change. I know it's hard from the 3D everything, but it's extremely hard. It's difficult because there's memory. But actually say, okay, I don't want to experience this anymore. So let me invest my time on stuff I will experience, like love, like feel peace, joy. Experience
Health.
health. Visualize yourself, see yourself right now in a good environment,
Because
and
it's all the
feel it.
same.
It's all the same.
Because, like, both Pierre and I have gone through some serious health issues. Um, I'm going to tell you. All right, he can tell you his after. He's said his a couple times because he was hospitalized and he was paralyzed for 3 months. For me, though, I'm going to give you a real quick one. For me, unfortunately, when I was having my daughter Sarah, they had to do an emergency C-section and they cut my bladder wide open, and I was on the operating table for 3 hours. But I kept telling, I'm not gonna lie to you, I won't take medication. I wouldn't let them give me narcotics after the surgery was complete. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was in an agonizing, severe, my stomach was burning from where they cut me open and then sewed me back. But I kept telling myself, this was before I even knew law of assumption, because I knew psychology. I kept telling myself that I was perfectly fine, that I'm a fast healer, that everything's great. And fortunately for me, I was able to heal really rapidly. I have done other things to myself because I found Neville, and I was sharing with this group before, not that long ago. I was going outside and there was water out there. I didn't know, and I literally did the splits and fell really hard on my healed almost instantly. So, yes, but my self concept, I'm not going to lie to you, is that I'm very young, that I'm very healthy, that I heal really quickly. But now for Pierre, he went through something much worse that was considered to be terminal, and that there was no way out. And this was his only solution that worked for him. And he can share that. Hi, Danny. LOL. Hold on. Let me charge up. Yes, ma'am. So if you want to share your Ambrose with us. Maybe Ambrose left. How are you, Danny? We're back on here. We're just talking about how to manifest fast. If you have any questions, please ask.
Yeah. Like I said, like manifest is you manifest every day you manifest.
I have this to ask you. Was there ever a time that you manifested something really, really, really fast? Really fast.
Really fast. I done so much time. I don't know. I done a lot of stuff. I manifest extremely a lot of stuff fast. Job, extremely fast. A specific job, a specific location, extremely fast. I done multiple time. Probably like after 3 days, and I don't have to submit any application. Or probably a friend, Like I don't know network. It's not from network, just random people, And I manifest money extremely fast, large sum of money extremely fast, probably a week. And also I manifest expensive thing extremely fast too. But something I realize when I'm deep embody it and I feel so joy, so excited, that's the moment and I forget about it. It's just so intense and that embody it, so deep enjoy embody it, and boom, but I forget about it. And boom, it happened. It shocked me. And the way that happened sometimes, like example, right? I remember one day, right, and I was at Walmart, but I was focused on money and I was embodied instead of a grocery shirt. And I'm going to pay, right? I'm going online to pay. And a lady comes, she give me money. She said, "God,"
Wow.
for my board and my little sister. She said, "God bless you." I feel God tell me to give money. I was
Danny,
shocked.
we're talking about how to manifest, the key to manifesting fast.
Yes. You
Basically, it's
know,
embodying the emotional state
oh
that you
yeah,
would feel if it was true.
oh yeah. And she gave me money. And I
That's
remember when I
awesome.
was at work, at Western, and I manifest so much money, like a lot of money, a lot, a lot of money, a lot of gift, a lot. Like it come natural. The reason why it come natural because I realize it when I embody the state, deeply embody it, become it become me. Everywhere I go, it's come. But actually, I got default. I got back in my old self, and that's why I become sick. And after that, I hear myself, and also manifest like those celebrity party, everything. Also the first class thing. It was something extremely fast. I will explain the journey of it, right? I was supposed to go in Chicago, right? And I was working. I was a supervisor for a job, construction job, right? And they were paying me a lot of money. I streamed a lot of money. I was doing nothing because the one of my friend, it was the big contract everything, but it's my friend. So he said, "Yeah, let's do the job. I need people. I know you drive, you speak Creole, and also you speak French, speak Spanish, but I need some people help with those workers because they're Haitian." I said, "Okay, cool, perfect." He said, "You're gonna do nothing, just driving, go to the site, see everything's perfect, then I will pay this and this." All right. So I got the money, and also I received like IRS was on me some money, right? They give me I received the money plus that money. And I said, okay, I got all the money, but I will go in first class when I go to Chicago, right? And
There you go.
oh yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
That's
That's what I'm saying.
awesome.
See, yeah, I walked into the grocery store to go get groceries, and found a wad of money. So right by the register. The thing is you can't look for it.
You cannot
You
look for
can't
it.
predict it. Can't worry about the how because then you're coming from a place of lack. Like you just gotta. When they say let go, that means let go of the need, of the want. Because if you already have something, how can you need or want it? You can't be desperate. You can't worry about time. Became because I spent the whole focusing on there you go.
Yes.
Yep.
That's a
Elements of the
beautiful.
atom didn't obey the laws of classical physics. Nope. They're uh, focus on gratitude. That's right. So Pierre once sent me something. This person had a tumor, and like four doctors I don't even know. They're just standing there, and they kept imagining this person was healthy. This person had no tumor, and it
They
like
feel it.
disappeared,
They just send that.
disappeared
Yeah.
right in front of their eyes. Hi,
You know,
how are you?
and also like when that happened, when when I come back, when I supposed to come back to Florida, but I keep nothing happened when the first flight, right, to in Chicago, nothing happened. Normal flight. And also I was late too. I was late with that flight to pay extra money because I was late. I missed the flight. So I have to stay a little
Oh
bit,
no.
but I was fun drinking my coffee, listening to music, everything. I was chill, relaxed, you know. And so
Yep.
when I come back to Florida and I was sit, relax, chill, do my meditation, and somebody tell me in the some people on the flight, the hotel, they say, hey, the flight attendant say, I need a volunteer. I don't know, I just raised my hands. And they say, okay, come. So we're gonna be in first class. No, I want to the airplane to be balanced right now. We're gonna be in first class because somebody missed the flight, everything, and boom, that's the way it happened. I was drinking my Jack Daniel. They give me why do you want to drink everything? I said I want some, my
So
whiskey, everything, chill.
you just assumed you flew first class and then
Yeah,
they
I
at
just
the
I just
then
embody it. The whole time when I was in Chicago, I was playing basketball. I see myself. I was drinking. I was embodying that state all the time. I don't care. I was have fun.
that's good.
And when I come
That's
back to
when you
Florida,
manifest fast.
extremely fast. When I come
LOA
back to
is the
Florida,
goat.
when I come back to Florida, boom, they tell me, hey, Pierre,
Yep.
did you want this? And it was extremely amazing experience. And also, I post in my on my YouTube page, on my YouTube channel, and that I say because I invite that stage so much, so deep, and I don't even care about what's going on. I don't care about when it's gonna be happening. But I was so focused within. I was so deep focused and gratitude and feels already happened. That's why I
That's
was
what you're
focused.
supposed to do. You are the validation. Stop looking out here for validation. Hi, Susie. Adora Voce. What Voce?
And also like I manifest like something I was and I said okay. One day I was doing that self I was testing that knowledge again. I said I don't care what party
Yes.
they have. I don't care what expensive party people have, celebrity, but I would go in a VIP place and I would pay nothing. That happened to me all the time. Some missed, hey, yeah, me, yeah. And someday I can, the security guard is my friend sometimes. I can go to a place and that's my friend. I say, "Hey, you don't have to pay, go inside. And I don't pay.
Thank you.
Oh, she speak Portuguese,
I
okay.
love you too, Susie. I love you too. We love you. We're love.
We love you, we love.
Literally. So I have this to ask you guys, Empress and you. Test question. If you want to manifest SP, what would you do? What would you just assume it? Oh well, Pierre's really good with that, he said.
Okay, so if you want to assume an SP, first of all, you have to become love. You have to be magnetic first because your identity. Don't don't put that person on pedestal. That's the big mistake. If you become love, I will give you an example, right? When you're single, right? That's my own experience back in the day. When I was single, it's very extremely hard to find a girlfriend. Very hard. The moment I get to a relationship, everybody want me. I said, why is it like this? And everybody said the same thing. You know why? Because you feel already love already. And you don't look for it. You feel comfortable already. So you're so magnetic from love, and that's why people come drawn to you all the time because you already in. So if you're on an SP right now, first of all, you have to see yourself as love, become love, feel comfortable about your skin. And also you can see that person be with you. But you have to balance, see yourself as love, see you as love, become love, feel comfortable about yourself and loving yourself. And assume your love.
Love
And
yourself.
assume your
Love
love,
yourself too.
assume your love, assume, everybody love you and you love yourself, by respect when you and guess what? The high spirit will come to you.
I love my whole life, so I've always been there.
Yeah. When you do that, it becomes the magnetic. And that person I have no resistance to come. I have no way it will come to you. You have to come. And also you can visualize you that person, be together and assume it, he love you, respect you, and embody it. Oh, you got $10. You got $10.
Thank you, Crush. Thank you, Crush.
Oh yeah, don't force, don't force. Yeah, it's just to make it. Don't force it. Don't
No,
force
no,
it.
no, 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 no,
Don't
no,
don't
no.
don't try. Hey, I learned it. No, just chill and
Just
relax.
assume it.
Just assume
Don't
it.
ever and don't. Don't assume it. Don't look for it. Just
Yes,
be it and love yourself. You got to love yourself. Put
it's extremely
yourself on the
hard.
pedestal.
And
You
also
deserve to be loved.
the reason why you have to be loved, because if you the 3D, because sometimes that person, for example, right? I know a friend of mine, right? He's so in love with that girl. I love that girl, wants to talk to that girl. And one day that girl don't talk to him. He say, man, she don't love me. Da, 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 da. I said, no, don't say that. Don't say she's still loving you. And by that state, be that state. See yourself with her and become love. And after a couple of weeks, the girl said, well, the reason why I was not talking to you because I was so nervous. I love you so much. I don't know how to resist. And I try to control myself and I feel intimidated. That's why, and I said, okay, you say, well, that's why you have to know you are loved. Because sometimes that person can act very different, totally different, extremely different. But if you don't
Hi,
know you are
Selena.
love, you are everything, and you let the outside world control you, you react and you lose your manifestation. You back on that old self.
That's why you got to have good self concept.
Yes.
Selena, how can we manage negativity when we are manifesting? Okay, so personally, for me, like that, I have experienced that numerous times when I'm manifesting something specifically. I have encountered negative things. So what I give it all good meaning. This just means that I already have my desire. This is part of the unfolding. This is supposed to happen because you got to be that mountain, and storms are going to come, but that's okay. Those storms are clearing the path for you to go to your manifestation. The key for you is to continue assuming that you still have that which you desire. So if it's a problem, and you need a solution to the problem, or you've decided that you want a solution, a specific solution to a problem, just assume that solution has already occurred. You can even go after it. So when negativity comes, give it good meaning and remind yourself that you already have it. If you have to use a technique, like visualize it again with positive emotion. So if it's money, if you're having money issues, be in a state of gratitude. That's the key, is embrace the emotional state that you would feel if that problem didn't exist or situation didn't exist. And how would you feel in the end? What would you be thinking? What would you be doing? What would you be um, saying? Embody that state now. Evidence all. If you can't visualize, I recommend affirming. I also recommend breathing, because breathing will slow down your nervous system. You want to regulate your nervous system. It is key. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about because I've had a lot of issues where there was negativity facing that I've faced. For instance, I'll give you one. Okay, my brother, he was in a wheelchair and he decided to call DSS on me and my mother during the pandemic, because he found out that we were getting money to care for him, because during the pandemic, it was hard to find caregivers. Nobody wanted to be a caregiver. They didn't want to get sick. So he decided, after he found out that we got money from this kinship program, he decided to turn us in to Department of Social Services, and they did an investigation. I went to the end. They had to go through these steps and say these things that seemed like it was opposing what I had decided was the solution, which was, that my mom and I were, vindicated, that we didn't do anything wrong. But we had to go through a series of events, but I gave them all good meaning. And I focused on the fact that they found out that mom and I did everything right. In the end, he was trying to say that we squandered money off of him and everything. He even tried to say I squandered money away from him for Facebook and stuff like that. So, but in the end, it was proven that he actually owed me the money, and it was mainly me. I was exonerated. You have to focus on the solution. Do not take your attention off of it. Otherwise, you're going to give power to those negative situations. You got to keep it on the positive. Silence meditation helps too. Yes, ma'am. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So in the end, everything will be good. And it is not, just say it all worked out in your favor too. You could go after the end.
Also like it's very important, guys. Like
What do you say?
see,
Pierre, how do you suggest that she handles something negative when you're manifesting?
okay, when you always okay, it's depend like the negative from the inside of your thought or something the outside world. Okay. So sometimes something from the outside world, sometimes you can like I say, try to not react. If something from the outside world, do not react. If you react, something, situation, people try to argue with you, people, you know, do stuff to make you react, don't react. Because the moment you give your attention, you lose your power. So actually what you can do, you can just say, okay, I'm not gonna react, I'm gonna move, ignore, do something else, and go put your focus on something you really want. Example is for like money example, right? I will give my own example. I got
Good night,
one day I
Haya.
got I got a lot of money and somebody steal my money. I said, damn, what I have to do right now? Fight with that person, kick that person ass, do what I have to do. I said, okay, if I do it right now, I'm not in my wish fulfill right now. Why not put my awareness and my focus on something I don't want to experience? So I will get more and more and more and more and more trouble. More and more and more trouble. So I was like, okay, the best thing to do, why it's happened to me? Because I'm vibrate with that frequency. So I say, okay, so right now, because like attract like and hate attract hate, I say, okay, I have nothing to say anybody, to do anything. I will go within and change everything. And after 3 months, I find more money than that person was stealing from me. More than that. More I can imagine.
God bless you.
And that's why it's very important, guys. Don't those things something distraction. You always remind yourself, do I really want this? No, I don't want this. So I want this.
That's why
So
you breathe.
they help a lot. And also
The
for right
breathing
now,
helps.
if you focus on manifestation, you and your mind tell you, or those memory tell you the difference. So right now, what you can do, the best thing to do it, like in person say, that's me. I observe those thoughts. I take 15 minutes to observe all my thoughts. Don't judge them. Don't say anything to them. Just observe them for a long period of time. So the moment you start to observe those thoughts, good, bad, da 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 da, so you know you're not your thought. So where does come from? Who observe those thoughts? Your consciousness, your awareness. So right now, I say, okay, I can observe them. I can observe my feeling. I can observe all those things. Oh, wow. So why now you have access right now to choose where you want to put your awareness because then I will. And also embody the state that you really want for real. Like example, you want more money. Okay, start feeling abundance or like
To
fear
the
of money,
feeling. Return to the feeling that they're stay in a positive emotional state.
and you have the access to choose. You can choose, right? Because if you can observe your own thought, like example, someday I got some bad thought, and I observe them, I laugh at them. Someday I got some thought from nowhere
Me
or
too.
slip, slap
I
my dad,
I had something.
and I said, where does this come from? Like sometimes, what, you know? So also those thought you have, those fear you have, those, bad memory you have, you can observe them and say, no, I don't want this. I want this. And you embody it with the thought and also with the emotion also. Feel it while now it's already done. See it, embody it every day. It's not one day. And also, guys, also, I made that mistake so much, right? I can focus manifesting brand new iPhone, right? When I got it, and I got back to my old self. Don't do that. It's a lifestyle, guys. It's extremely lifestyle because you manifest every day. Every day. Every day you manifest. Like for me, if I manifest like glasses, right? I got it. Well, I'm so happy I got that brand new glasses. And guess what I do? I go back, complain again. Oh, like the government is this, this, and more. I said, oh my God, and that's, you have to keep always in by the good state, not only for the money, but for the rest of your life, because that's the way you keep aligned. Because the universe don't understand, does language, you understand vibration. That's why you understand, right? So it can be magnified, magnified more and more and more and more. Like you never meet somebody, right? I know some. I cannot say the name, but probably can watch my video. But I know that person since I was a child. That person always complain. Still today is always complain. Always, like every day, complain about this, complain about. You always find something to complain, but you don't understand the law because
No,
it always in bad instead of complain, always feel so over this, and guess what? Most stuff we start to complain for no reason. And it can take like
me, I used to complain, so it's not good. Counterintuitive.
oh yeah, you're gonna find everything to complain,
Can't complain.
everything you're gonna find every. But if you stay in gratitude, you're gonna find more stuff, more more great experience will come to staying more in gratitude.
If you had what you desired, right? If you had that which you desired, would you be complaining? You
No,
wouldn't be complaining.
no.
That's why it's key to, that's why happy or grateful. If you want abundance, be in a state of gratitude. If you want health, be in a state of, wholeness and gratitude and peace. Um, if you want love, be in a sorry, interruption, but being in these states, that they're all states of consciousness. But if you're in a positive state of consciousness, positive results are going to happen. Opportunities are going to you're going to be a magnet for everything, especially abundance. If you're desiring money, and if you walk around a state of gratitude, like Pierre said, you're going to attract opportunities, money. No telling. Breathing has been proven that when you breathe while you're feeling that emotional state of your desire and visualize it at the same time, that is the fastest way you're going to manifest those three things right there. The resting. So if you inhale, let's say for 4, hold it for 4, exhale for 4, and then rest for 4. At the rest, I would visualize my intention or visualize that which I desire. Say it's $50,000 in my bank account. I'm seeing it because I know what it looks like on my phone app, and it's in green. And I've already exhaled. Then I repeat it, and then I'd feel grateful for it. Put yourself in feeling in that state of gratitude. Feel grateful for it, even if you have to smile, because you're going to be smiling if you have the money. I've not known anyone to get a large sum of money like that and frown. Gratitude is key when it comes to yes, ma'am.
And also, guys, like I would say, like everything is possible, guys. You can manifest everything, everything with yourself. Breathing process well. Yeah, the breathing is just really important. The breathing is really good because the breathing help you to be in the present moment and also to regulate your state from the survival mode and to be in the present moment. Because when most people living in survival mode and stress mode all the time, so actually that really can focus in, to be in the present moment and also to observe the thought. The breathing help a lot. It's just extremely good. Help you to overcome a lot of challenge. And also, guys, I would say like you can manifest everything you want.
Annie, breathing process well explained. Thank you for that. Yes, ma'am. That's how I do it. So because the breathing is gonna help your brain because it help when you it's been proven scientifically through neuroimaging scans and scientific evidence that when you're breathing while visualizing and hold it. You got to hold it. That's the other key. You have to hold this throughout the day. You can't drop it. You can't go and complain. You can't go and start, thinking the opposite, wavering. You have to hold that, guys. So don't waste your time to do all this if you're going to turn around and complain or go think the opposite. Then you're setting yourself up for failure. Breathing is very important. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
like I said,
But you
like
got to hold that state of
you have to.
well-being or positivity or emotional state, especially
It's extremely
gratitude.
important.
Don't let
It's
it go.
extremely important. Like example, like somebody right spend 1 hour, 2 hour, right, focused on meditation, and after a couple minutes, after they're done the meditation, they start to fight, complain for the rest of the day. It's not good. You have to keep in mind that state.
Now you've
But you
just
have to
done you
be
just ruined what you've done. You basically just erased everything that you just did. So the challenge is to keep yourself in that emotional state. Don't look for evidence. Okay? It's going to happen when you least expect it, and you can never predict it because it's going to happen in a way that you would have never expected it to happen. I know this to be true. I've had crazy things happen to me, and I'm like, okay, my son with the academy, that was crazy. I would have never thought that the way that the series of events unfolded would have led him. You would have thought the opposite. He broke his back. He had a concussion. You wouldn't have thought he would have gotten the academy. You would have thought that he would have failed because he was physically ailed. Okay, you wouldn't know it to see him, but the point is, you'd be like, they approved you when you broke your back, and it happened all at the same time within only a couple of weeks. Him getting back to the base, and then him getting accepted into the preparatory school all happened within like a 3 or 4 week span of time. You would have never no, I would have never guessed that. He tried to get in from high school. By doing the silence meditation and the breathing meditation helps me because I can hold the state for 7 days or more. Good job. So I found a really cool breathing technique today that I want to start using. You get it after you get up 90 minutes. Well, 90 minutes after sunrise, they tell you to do the 3-3-3 11 times twice, and on the seventh day, do it for 33 minutes. So I don't know. They said that they did. I forget, like a large. I'm going to send it to Pierre. They did a very large amount of scientific studies, like 12,000. The animal only loves me. I do not want him. I don't understand.
I'm
So
okay, I'm
Pierre,
okay,
are
I'm
you
okay.
okay?
Uh
Did you?
yeah,
You look like
you
you
two been
froze.
frozen a little bit, I don't know, huh?
So anyway,
Yeah,
breathing makes a huge
it's very
difference.
important, it's very important. And give me 1 minute. I have to go pee. Give me 1 minute. I have to pee seriously.
Line with your desire. You get sidetracked by any
I'm coming back.
negative
I just have to go pee.
situations that
I'm coming
happen
back.
through the. You must have drank too much water. Plus, if you get sidetracked by any negative situations that happen through the day, just redirect yourself too. But no, breathing does put you in a sleepy state. You know this, Empress, because you meditate. I do too, every night, every morning, even in the middle of the day, as many times as I can. I breathe. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm trying to 11, where you breathe 11 times. Boy, does that make you dizzy. And because you want to get all that toxicity out of your body, and obviously put good quality air into your body. So you want to basically breathe in peace, happiness, gratitude, love, and exhale negativity, hatred, anxiety, fear, doubt, worry, all the negative things. Take 5, everyone. Take 5, everyone. Yes, can you please put him back? Oh, yeah. Well, when Pierre gets back, I'm just going to go. Can you please ask? Please, is anyone, I know Empress, you're on here. I don't know if I answered, if we're talking about manifesting fast. Okay, Selena, if you're still here, do you have any more questions?
Everybody hear me?
I really did. We're going to talk about mysticism one time, guys. I love the feeling. I do too. Why wouldn't you want to be in a positive feeling? Why would you want to walk around in a negative state? I meditate in the morning before I even talk to anyone. Yes, me too.
Me too, me too, me too. But now I'm always meditate every day. I meditate every day, every day. Like I can be in the same meditation, all the time, all the time. Because that help me a lot to observe myself and see what's going on.
So yeah, I was just telling him about breathing. How John, love you. Throughout the day, you could inhale love, peace, harmony, joy, gratitude. Exhale, you know, anxiety, worry, fear, all the negative emotions. That's what the 111 thing that we were talking about. All right, we are back. Yes, ma'am, we're back. So I'm trying to find out if anyone has any questions. If not, we'll get off here. This was just an impromptu, last minute decision to go live, and it's been very, very amazing as always. All my lives with Pierre Eddie are amazing. Again, Pierre, thank you for coming on here and talking about how the key to manifest fast, which is as we conclude, is to feel it to be real, knowing, do not doubt, know. Walk in a state of knowing. That's how I tell that negativity in my life. I'm like, no, I know it's mine. I'm one with source. I know how this works. Because we comprise the minute population. Most people don't know this. Yes, I do too. I've been doing it all day. Yes. And
No, I do that every day, every day, every day. I'm always in self gratitude, always.
so have you ever just walked, basically gone about your life just in a state of contentment or gratitude without using any visualizations and breathing, and did you have great
No,
experiences as a result of that?
like
No? Okay.
when I'm so grateful, sometimes I'm just grateful for everything and fall in love with life. That's the best. That's the best that I can have every day. Fall in love for life. Really in love life. Really love life. I have excitement to wake up every morning because when you change within, you see life so different, extremely different. You see possibility everywhere.
Thank you. Sorry, you Empress.
You know, it's just like wow, it's just amazing. It's just blessed. You just feel whole. You just feel fulfilled. You feel like everything is possible. And also you become like you know about what's going on in 3D. When you start to embody the state of God so every day, every day, every day, and you see all this blessing, when people talk, you don't care anymore. You just ah. that's
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 the
the
key
perception.
there.
That's the
That's the key.
perception. But I have my own
That's the key
perception.
right there. I forgot to mention that. You can't worry about what's going on in 3D.
Yes. And
You got to
also,
ignore that.
before I go, like I will tell you something, guys. No matter what, no matter what you do, no matter what you do, good or bad, people gonna judge you no matter what. But the best thing you have to do, right, is prove yourself. When you feel good with yourself, and also, guys, also is extremely important, guys. You are the validation.
Yes, I said that a while ago, but
And
yes,
all
thank
those,
you.
and all stuff, guys, like don't force people to accept you or to understand you. But imagine, right? I see most people, right? That's an example, right? I can take a picture, right? I got like probably like 500 people. So I love that picture. I love that picture. But one comment, one little comment, something say bad, and I get mad my whole mood. But I got 500 people love my picture and appreciate me. Come on, don't make that mistake, guys. You have so much people loving you, so much people care about you. You have to put your attention on those people and receive love from them because they really love you, and you put your awareness or whole focus on somebody that wants you, somebody, and also when that person told you, you react. No, but the reason why we act like this because from the programming from school, from parent, to like
Teachers,
teachers, they say, oh, you don't know, the government know best. They know better than
coaches,
you. That but
coaches.
as coaches, everybody, like, you are the validation, guys. You are the validation. And the moment you start to prove yourself, you accept yourself, and everything will start to change. And stay within and embody it. And the moment the side effect, you're not care anymore because you see possibility. And like me right now, I don't care what people say. Like mom, anybody. The reason why, because when I was sick, extremely sick, people was all feeling sorry for me because I got that experience, and that's why I know everybody get. If my mom have that power, I'll be still sick. The
I
doctor,
know.
I will
So
still sick.
here's an
But
example where you
mhm,
said that your mom was believing the doctors and everything and telling you basically to give up. And you're like, hell no, I'm not going to fucking give up. I'm going to do this. This is what I'm going to do. And you prevailed. That's what I'm talking about. That's how we know that this is the fastest way to manifest. You
and that's why
manifest
you know
your
too.
health,
You are the
yourself.
power. And
Yeah,
that's how
you
you know
are the
too. You are
power.
the
You are the
power. Not
operant
not
power.
not
This is
not
proof.
not everything people say. That's the perception. That's my perception of my
And you were
mom.
so
That's the
young.
perception of yeah. I was extremely young. Like I was probably
Yeah.
like 20, like 23, like yeah, 23, yeah.
You
And
deserve an A.
you know,
You're amazing. You are a master.
oh,
He
thank you,
gets an
thank
A
you.
from this professor. He gets an
You
A
know,
plus plus plus.
oh, thank you, thank you. Like that's the moment I realized, no, those people have the power. You have the power.
I know I've been telling
That
myself that. You know I
like
have. I've been telling
they say
myself that.
everything. They say this is that, but actually, I'm perfect, healthy. And that changed my whole perception.
And
That's
then
why I don't
the
care what people tell me.
that had like you, terminal cancer, someone else paralyzed. You shared that with me the other day, yesterday, whatever. We know that this works. There are too many, probably well over 100,000 case studies now to prove what we are teaching you. You don't have to take a damn class. You don't have to go to Patreon. You're hearing it from us right here on YouTube Live. This is the fastest way to manifest your desires. Embody that state, feel it to be real, breathe it into fruition, maintain that state throughout the day, and accompany it with a visualization and deep breathing. And don't let go, don't give up, persist, ignore the 3D, validate it back in here if you see anything opposing it. Ignore, deny the senses, ignore it because you are the operant power. Never give up, never give in. And it's going to manifest a lot faster just with the breathing too. So if you're using emotion plus the breathing, that means you're going to manifest it extremely fast, extremely fast.
Because you're gonna be in that state, and also, guys, you are the technique. When the moment you start to
Yes.
embody
Oh
any
my
state you
God,
want,
that's a synchronicity.
everything you say
Yes.
is gonna be the truth. Everything you say is gonna be the truth. You say, "Oh, when I drink, when I take that bottle of water, I got a lot." It can become truthful because you understand. You have no limit when you know yourself. You have no limit. Everything you say is gonna be real. Everything is gonna be real because you are the power. I learned that
Okay.
in the hard way because when I was sick, extremely sick, paralyzed, and people was telling me, "Oh, do this, do that,"
This man was right all along. Science has proven him.
Oh
Neville
yeah,
Goddard. I
never
highly
got. Yep,
recommend everybody to buy this book
yep.
because science has now proven Neville. And I will be
Everything
going,
about consciousness, about
and we're
the
going to
feeling.
talk
That's why
about
inside of the book, feeling the secret. Yeah.
We're going to talk about, yes, I've already uploaded. If anyone's interested, please go listen. If I'm fast, slow it down. You have the ability to slow down my voice. Um, please don't hesitate to buy it. It's only $17 on Amazon. I will get the rest of them out when I get a chance. And we're definitely going to talk about Neville Goddard the next time we get on here. We agreed that we would talk about him. We also plan on talking about thought transmission that shows that we are all connected. I think, thank you for having me. Oh, you are a blessing to us, girl. Thank you for joining us. Come
Thank you. Thank
on.
you.
Thank you, Empress. You know we love you.
Thank
You
you.
help so much, you know. We're so grateful for you. All right. Well, you have a good night. What's left of it. You guys are ahead of me 3 hours. Aw, Danny, I love you too. Thank you for coming on here. So you didn't have any, did
Thank
you have
you.
any questions, Danny? Any questions? Anyone else before we get off of here? You don't have to take class. You get the answers right here. All right, then. Okay, guys. Well, we'll see you on the next one. Like I said, we plan on talking about Neville and Abdullah. I know that you're welcome to go see Pierre on his channel. He will be live. He said tomorrow, possibly, right?
Yes, tomorrow. Yeah.
So subscribe to his channel so you'll get notifications when he goes live. He goes live more frequently than I do. Oh wait, just listening, dealing with my daughter. She keeps taking my phone. Oh man. Well, I understand. We know what that's like over here.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Empress. You guys, we're going to assume the best for you. Everybody has their desires. You're all walking in a state of gratitude. You're happy. It's already done. I assume that you already have that which you desire. All right. Take care. Pierre, again, thank you so much. And I'll
Thank
see
you.
you guys all in the next one. I'm
Oh, thank you.
already. Yes, good, good.
Thank you,
Thank
Danny.
you.
I appreciate
Thank
it. Thank
you.
you. All
Thank you,
right.
Danny. Bye bye.
Bye.